Satan doesn't care if you go to church. You know what pisses Satan off? When you stop pretending to be a Christian and you actually become one. When you pull your kids out of public school and you homeschool them with truth. When you teach them that creation is how they were created and not evolution. When you teach them to fear God more than they fear men. When you raise daughters that don't flaunt their skin for attention and sons who don't chase girls who do. When you put your family first before your job, your hobbies, and even your friends. When your wife drives the nicer car because her safety and comfort matter more to you than your ego. You know what makes Satan mad? When you stop attending Bible study and start leading it. When you stop quoting scripture and start obeying it. When you buy the smaller house and drive the older car because you're done, you're out of the rat race, you're done seeking worldly riches. When you become a caregiver to your aging parents, not because it's easy, but because it's the right thing to do. When you stand in the public square and say there's only two genders, marriage is between a man and a woman, and abortion is murder, and you don't back down, even when they call you every name in the book. That's what pisses Satan off. So I'm going to challenge you, become a man of principle. Run for office. Fight to put God back into government. Raise your kids with discipline and integrity, and not to always play the victim. Take a stand and declare, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. That's how you fight Satan. When you forgive instead of retaliate, when you tithe, even when it hurts, when you turn off the porn and turn on your wife, when you choose humility over pride, when you keep your mouth shut even when someone deserves to be cursed out, when you stop chasing affirmation and start chasing truth, when you stay married even when all your friends tell you to get a divorce, when you go back to someone that you wronged and you make it right. That's what pisses off the devil. When you obey God instead of men. And make no mistake about it, you will be attacked. Jesus said they hated me, and they will hate you. And yeah, it sucks. But you weren't called to be safe, you were called to be strong and of good courage. Going to church doesn't push hell back. Obedience does. Conviction does. Speaking the truth does. Stop playing church and start being the church. Make Satan so mad he's going to need an Advil and a fire extinguisher. Look him in the eye, plant your feet, say it like you mean it. Not today, Satan, not today.